So that was my issue with the city council. Now, what can they do? They put them in, they take them out. I'm just saying.
Say it again.
They voted them in it, they take them out of it. They have that control. But why should they when when only one person asked that question? We got over 140,000 people in Killeen. And I'm gonna beat y'all up too. And he has family members all over. But I asked that question. No one else did. So what do they have to do? Nothing, because I'm just one person who asked that question. You know what I mean? We let things. Then somebody might say that was simple. No, it's not. That's a huge person, because he went from here to here, which gives him more power on both sides. Exactly. Because the police department works for the city manager. He's in control of them.
Isn't part of the problem because we don't stick together when something like this goes down? We kind of just
let it go.
Don't want to get in the fight. Right. But yet, if it's personal, if it's my brother or my cousin, they would be in these people's shoes and feeling like the injustice. They would actually feel the injustice. Yeah, because but if they're not,
they don't care. Because I'll say this: when Michael Brown mother, when Trayvon got shot, did she really care? No. She really didn't. She really didn't care, because that was her son. She felt sorry.
Right.
She felt bad about it.
Right.
But that was her son. But guess what? Those two women had to meet, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
They had to meet. Didn't ever think they'd have to meet, but they had to meet.
That's so good.
So why would we do that and assume that won't happen to us? Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? Same thing. Right. These women did not think they would ever have to meet. That happened to her son. My son is still here. I'm sorry for her son, but my son's still here. Now, whoops, my son gets shot and he gets killed. And now I got to call her.
Right.
And I got to now meet with her. Now I got to have a relationship with her, because I thought that would never happen. So those of us who've taken Marvin Gaye and swept up on the carpet, it's going to be another one.
Mm-hmm. And it might be you.
So why don't we stop it now? I mean, if we don't take control of situations and it happens again, then we shouldn't say nothing about it happening again, because you didn't do it now.
Right.
And just because it didn't happen to you today doesn't mean it's not going to happen to you tomorrow. So we need to get off our behinds, and I'm going to say that. And we need to start taking action, because those of us, like I said, we live in a fictitious world of I got a car, a job, and a house, and I'm fine. That's a fictitious world, because and who gave it to us? People who don't look like us told us this, and we were dumb enough to listen. We were dumb enough to listen, to assume that we live in this way. And if whoever says I made it, I don't know where you made it to, but the only way you probably made it to is the bed. Because you didn't make it anywhere else, because you're still the same color. The same thing gonna still happen to you. So I'm here today to make sure Marvin becomes human, because right now he's a person in the newspaper that you hear about every now and then. We don't get to know those things, so we're here to make him a person.
So my question to you as a family member, how and what can the community do to help us in the support of our situation? What is it that you can recommend that the community can do to help us?
I started a letter writing campaign on my Facebook page.
Okay.
I did. I told people that he needs to hear from us. He needs to hear from us to say, hey, if it's just one young guy who's under 25, and I'll say his name is Jersey.
Yeah.
Jersey sent him a postcard. All the postcard says, hey man, what's up? That's all he put on there, but that's all it needed. You understand what I mean? You don't have to be a long 5-page story. Hey, how you doing? I'm concerned about you. How are you? So a letter writing campaign is fantastic, because he gets the letters, and guess what? Bell County gets to figure out people now sending a bunch of letters. Right. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, wait a minute. It went from no letters or family, or just letters from your family, is now letters from all these people that they don't know who they are. They don't know where it's coming from. So now it's concern. Now it becomes, do I know any of these people? Because they will. They'll jail. Do I know any of these people? They're not going to check your background necessarily, but it's like, does your name mean anything to them? Well, yes. If he starts getting letters and letters and letters, now the county is going to know we got to pay attention a little more now. You got a little more people asking questions. We had a police community forum week before last. One young man stood up and said, what about the Marvin Gaye case? That room got so quiet. Oh my gosh. If cotton would have fell, it'd have shattered the building. because they looked at him. One person stood up and said, we're not here to talk about it. But one of our city council people, who I would have never thought said it, said, wait a minute, hold up. What you got to say, young man? And he said, I just want to know what you are doing about it. He said, I want to know what happened to the officer who put a gun in his mouth. I want to know. Well, then again, our interim police chief, was he there? Yes, because he's our city manager. The interim city police chief, was she there? She was there. You know what she said? You know what he said? Right, he said just what we're saying right now. Nothing. But they were shocked at the point of, he asked. One, he's 30 and below group. You see what I mean? So he's a new generation person. Where what does he know? But he knows more than they think he knows. Mm-hmm. You know, so it became quiet. After it was over with, 2 city council people walked up to him and said, here's my card, let's talk. So it took that one young man to say, the city council person, who I said we would never thought he would say anything, he said, hey, we're gonna meet with you next week. We're gonna talk, because the young man said, I got some plans on things we could do to help him. You know, it's like, well, okay. So they reached out to this man because, first of all, he's young. Yeah. He belonged to the other group that's more energetic than the group we are now. Most like, you know, so it's, what does he know? What is he planning on doing? So they got to find out. They got to now check. Now, I asked the question. We went to, one of our city council people had a town hall forum. I went and I said, excuse me, but what are y'all doing about Marvin Guy? So the city council person, being as dumb as he was, said, we're under a gag order. I said, no, you're not under a gag order. She is, the police chief, but you're not. So he's hiding behind something that doesn't exist. So I called him out on it. And he says, well, I'll talk to you about it later. I don't want to talk to you later. He said, well, I don't want to talk to you later. I want to talk to you right now. Don't talk to me later. You know? So he said, he basically, and I knew he was going to blow me up, and I wanted him to, because I wanted everybody to see him do it. So he did exactly what I wanted him to do. You know, he says, well, that's a little in depth for me right now, and we'll get to you later. I said, okay. I said, but I'll let you know. I'm going to remember this. I said, you do know I have a radio show? Yeah, 2. I said, you know, I do Facebook. He said, you threatening me? No, I'm promising you. You know, I promised him. So those things, so the family itself, I would say, go to Facebook and say that he would need letters. Go to your Facebook and say, he's my big brother. He did see that. Make him human, because right now he's just a person that we read about occasionally in the paper. So we need to make him human. And contact you contact our city managers, our city manager, our city council people. What are y'all doing? What are you doing? Point blank. They don't want you to do that, because see, the less we ask, the more comfortable they are. I wrote a letter to our to Henry Garza, and I asked him that when he went to make this case, when he went to the grand jury to make this, you know, to build this case, did he mention that a gun was pointed in Marvin's mouth? Well, I know. I'm just saying. I asked the question. but you know, that question uncomforts people. You know what I mean? So right now, with
them accountable to
the
situation.
There you go. Yes, and you know, so we need to do those things. You know, those things help him. We might say it doesn't, but it does, because the more interest, the more they know somebody's watching.
Not only that, but this case could so easily be your brother, your sister, your family member, your uncle, your aunt. This could so have easily happened to the family, to everyone, any of your loved ones.
That's so true. And people don't really think about that when they hear the case, because it's not their family member. And they kind of push things to the side. Even when they see it on Facebook, they kind of say, oh yeah, kind of thing, but not really taking seriously her request to write a letter. Most of the people who probably participated was the people who understand what her goal is for the community, and they want to help, you know. And she kind of personalizes the situation in the manner that you're doing something good for your community. And it kind of makes things a little bit more social, which it needs to be to make awareness, as opposed to, oh, I'm not worrying about it because he's not my brother.
Yes, so we need to, like I said, I got a letter writing. I'm getting people to do a letter writing campaign.
it kind of reminds me of that old saying that says what is it about the squeaky wheel makes
what is it?
The squeaky wheel gets the most oil.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
So as a community, I think even as an African American community or people of color community, we have to be more proactive than we are reactive. And right now we've been operating in the reactive mode for such a long time, and we're in a place in our society in our right now where we're going to have to really speak up and be aware of what is going on around us, because we don't want to ever be in a position where we have to be reactive. We want to have knowledge up front.
And I'll say my motto that I live by, and I force my friends to live by it too, is until your forefathers come and tap you on the shoulders and tell you a job well done, you do not have the right to sit down.
I like that.
So I tell people that all the time. So if you tell me you're at home chilling, I'm gonna ask you why.
I like that.
Why you're not back out there? Because we got where we are today because our forefathers did not sit down.
That's right.
They did their job. They went home, took care of the family, and was out in the street.
And they went through even further back, they went through some stuff.
Yes, and we don't do it.
Because of that, they went through a lot for us to be where we are.
Because I meet people who tell me they know the community, and I'm going to tell you know nothing. But I know my community and I know the streets. Those are two different things.
Yes.
Because knowing the community is just the top. But knowing the streets is something else. Yeah, that's the paper. But I know the streets. You know, and I'm not afraid to walk them. Because I tell everybody I'm scared of is dead. I didn't say I killed them. They're just not here no more. But we need to stop. We go to the internet. We shop online. We do all these things online, but we don't write our elected officials on. We don't email them. We don't. We do Facebook, but do we go to their Facebook page and post stuff? I do. I'll go in their Facebook page in a heartbeat and post something just to get a conversation started, just to unnerve your day, because you work for me. I don't work for you. I put you there. I can take you out of there. So I'm going to go to their, and I challenge everybody else, go to your city council's Facebook page and ask them, what are you doing about Marvin Guy? And see what the heck happens. Because all their followers, somebody going to tag in and you get to see what everybody say.
Yeah.
But that takes us what? Not even 2 minutes? So they each got a Facebook page. Post on there.
Well, I think people are more concerned with saying the right thing than they are with doing the right thing.
And all you got to do is say, what are you doing about Marvin Guy's case? That's all you got to say. That's real simple. You're going to get an answer back because you're going to have all these people tagging in, but do that. That's real easy.
Yeah, I mean, that never dawned. Never dawned on us to go to their page. And but listening to you, that makes me think.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
To go in and talk to these people. Because it's true. A lot of people will sit down and do nothing.
Right.
Or they'll say, oh, that's a shame. That's a shame that this happened. But they're not doing nothing.
Right.
Maybe they know someone that can handle the case that'll take it pro bono or something. Right. We don't have money like that to go out and purchase a lawyer.
Right.
On high-profile cases like this. We're struggling families like everyone else.
Right.
Everyone getting their money to pay their bills. So, if you know someone, then, everyone needs a little help sometimes.
But I'm going to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Because a black male said this to me, and, I didn't back down because I disagree, but then again, it would be me. I talked my letter writing campaign.
Yeah.
And this guy's on my Facebook page. So he calls me. He said, let me tell you something. He said, you got a lot of black men who have a negative past, and they're not going to get into that letter writing campaign because their livelihood can't afford it, meaning that they got something out there that they need to stay back there. They got some baggage.
Right.
They need to stay there. So they're not going to say anything, do anything because of the baggage that they carry. So we got black men that really don't stand up no more.
Well,
I'm just because that to me, I mean, like, wow, really?
We probably don't.
Broke down.
But then there's a lot of people that just won't stand up.
Yes.
You know, and it's part of education. Like what you're saying to me is making my mind say, hey, yeah, you're right. Maybe I can do something to get these people, get these balls rolling.
Right.
But no, a lot of people can do something, but just sit around and wait on the next person to do it. That's the sense that I'm getting. I'm guilty of it myself. I mean, I could get up and do some more. And what you just said, that makes a lot of sense, you know? Get out there and do something. And we haven't done it. I'm guilty, but I'll say, you know, Marvin told me stop. Don't talk to this person. And I did.
Right.
And but somebody always needs someone to work on your behalf.
That's right.
So I guess it's time to get up.
And see, writing letters won't hurt anything.
It won't hurt.
You know, it won't hurt him.
Yeah.
It won't hurt anybody to just write a letter. And
to
like
ask
I said,
a question.
Yeah, because one young man, like I said, Jersey wrote him a letter and said, "How you doing?" He wrote it was a postcard. How you doing? Well, you know, Marvin answered him back, but that one little postcard meant a whole lot.
Right.
Because he just asked one simple question: "How you doing?"
But people think that it's going to have to take a whole bunch. They think
Right.
get 1 million views or
Yeah.
1 million likes
Right.
to make a difference, but it's just one.
Yeah.
And then another one.
Yeah.
Well,
And then another one.
I'm interested to see what these elected officials are going to do.
There you go.
Because I mean, you know, I've never sent none to nothing, none of them.
Right.
But you're right. I guess we can.
And see, they don't
send it to
know.
them.
They don't know you live here. I asked a couple of our city council people, did they know you?
No, they don't.
And that's what they told me.
No, they don't know.
So guess what I told them? You know what I told them, right? You don't know. I told them that they will meet you.
They never knew anything about me.
But see, they need to know that you're here. I told them, I said, you know Marvin Guy's brother live here?
The
No.
day of the incident, they never questioned me. They questioned my other two brothers. They questioned my sister. But not one time have they come and asked me anything.
Well, so now it's time for you to come. Might be time for you to come and ask them something. What are you doing?
And do you guys live here too?
We live in Austin.
They live in
Okay.
Austin.
Not one time. And
Well, I will make sure that you all get all of our elected officials' names, email addresses, and phone numbers. And like I said, our letter writing campaign is real simple. Because the more letters he gets, the more they get somebody's paying attention.
Keeps the spirits up.
Yes, yeah. And it lets you know what. Sometimes we ask people. Sometimes we ask people to do something, but we fail to tell them what to do, and we're wrong at that point. If you ask me, if I say I need you to help him, I'm going to also tell you how you can do it too. You know, you might say, you know what? I'm on the computer all the time. Cool. I need you to send some emails. You got Facebook? Yeah, I need you to send some Facebooks.
Well, sometimes we need a little guidance.
Yeah, you do.
know,
You do.
And this whole meeting's been helpful to me.
Right.
I mean, I never even thought of some of the things that you spoke about today.
And like I said, but we always ask people to do something. But okay, I work with special needs 3-year-olds, so I'm used to telling you. I will tell you, I need you to do this, and these are small things you got, because that teachable mode that I'm in. But that teachable mode helps outside, because like I said, if I ask you, listen, we need to help Marvin Guy, you're gonna go, okay, what are we gonna need to do? Then we're all sitting there. But if I say, you know what, you need to help them by sending letters, emails to the city council. Now everybody can say, oh, wait. Then someone's, I can do that. And then somebody's going to say, well, I can do that. And you sit back and you go, oh, okay, well, I can help, because I've told everybody different ways to help. And whatever's comfortable for you is the one you're going to pick. You know, but even on our own Facebook page, if you go to my Facebook page, and I think I'm a friend on I friended you. Any given time, you're going to see me putting his whole address on Facebook. And I'll say, just write him a letter of support. Just write a letter and say hi. And I'll put it out there. You know, and we should. Also, I don't know if you all know, there's a Facebook page for Marvin. I don't know who monitors it. But there's a Facebook page for him. Because I went on there and there are articles on there. So somebody has a Facebook. page for him. It's very good, but it's got all the articles on there about him. So I don't know who's hosting it because I can't find who the administrator is. But somebody has one out there for him, and that's good because I went on there and posted. But yeah, we need to use all the avenues we can. And like I said, if you have friends who want to do something, let them know. It's something as simple as that. And to get it done, because like I said, we need to make him human.
Yes.
And we need to humanize him as much as possible.
Where do you go to write the letter? Where's the address?
Oh, it's 113 West Central Avenue, Belton, 76513, Marvin Guy.
You know about heart?
See, there you go.
That's serious right there. That's serious. Man,
Oh, so I left nobody any choices. Anybody who heard me, that's what you do.
Could you say that one more time?
113 West Central Avenue, Belton, Texas, 76513, Marvin Guy. That's it. That's as simple as that. And see, we need to be now. Anybody who can't do that, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Because if you gotta open your book, to me it's like the Black National Anthem. When people hold up a piece of paper, I'm like, put the piece of paper down.
You should know the words.
You be like, you should know the words. If you know the Pledge of Allegiance to a flag that brought your people here to be slaves, right. You didn't know the national anthem.
Your anthem.
Because it's yours. It's a lady here, and she's coming because she used to have a radio show elsewhere, and she's sitting here cracking up.
I'm trying to be quiet, but you all are something else.
What?
I think this is awesome.
Great.
I think this is awesome. Of course, I'm sorry about your brother, your family, and I believe this is going to help because, radio reaches so many people out there. It's hundreds, thousands of people out there, and somebody is listening, and we need to know about situations like this. And I'm just honored to be here, to be among you all listening and knowing that you are doing something to help your community, one by one, person by person, and I'm just grateful to be here today.
We thank you. So so you're gonna write letters too, right?
You know what? You give me that address, and it amazed me that you even knew the zip code. I'm like, come on, lady. But yes, I will. Yes, I will do it. I will.
Because to me, if you're serious about something, it's up here.
That's right.
If you're serious about it, it's up here. Now, if I'm not serious about it, I'll be like, wait a minute, hold on, let me search my phone. Then you'd know, well, okay, to you, it might have been serious. But to me, if you got to go search for something, I know that's actively should be working. If you got to go search for it, you're not serious about it. But if you're serious about it, it's up here.
That's right.
It's up here, and you know your name. You need to walk it and talk it. So it should be up here. But when you got to go find it, then it's not that important to you. Because you memorize what you need to. And what you don't need to, you don't memorize. So yeah, I know his address is up here.
Even being older.
Yeah.
I'm not old.
No.
She claims to get younger every year. I ain't buying it.
I told you, I'm going to die when I'm 121.
And she's going to say she's 21.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave off the 100 part.
That's good.
Because I'll be ready by then. I'll be, I would have knocked down every brick, raised enough hell where it's time for me to go, and then somebody else will follow me. Because I'm grooming people to follow me. And that's another thing we need to do too. We forget, we take everything and do everything on. We need to pass that down to some other person. Because we can't sit down until somebody else come take your place.
Right.
So right now with my letter writing campaign, I got 25 and unders doing it and 30 and unders doing letters. And I've given them, Marvin has written me numerous letters. And I've taken his letters and made copies of them to disperse them to certain people that I know need to have them.
That's good.
I know his brother goes, dang, she giving me too much work.
Oh, he like it.
So is there anything else we need to cover? Anything else you'd like to say about Marvin that we need to know? Other than he's a big brother and wants to make sure he has a heart enough to want everybody to be okay and to take care of his
father.
Yes, he is.
He's a father.
Oh, wow.
His son is in.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. What's that city? Illinois, Decatur. He's in Decatur. His son is 19. just graduated from high school.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
So he do have a big son. Look just like him.
Oh my goodness.
Just like him. Just like him.
Well, good. Well, we want his son and him to see each other where they can actually hug.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And not, see each other through the phone window thing going on there. Yeah, they need to actually hug. And he needs to get on you again on the outside.
Yeah.
What I would like the audience to know is Marvin is just not that picture on the newspaper or on the television. He's an actual person that has a family, that cares about his family, and we so love and support him. And the injustices that have occurred can not only happen has happened in our family, could so easily be your family tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And like I said, I used the Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown. Like I said, their parents didn't know they were going to have to talk, and they found themselves being friends. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you all first for coming on.
Thank you.
I really do.
Great.
And we're not going to let this end. We're going to continue it and do all we can and gather some more friends. So we're going to have like the Friends of Marvin Gaye. Oh, that's good. Yes.
Oh, that was real good.
Hey, that was good.
You got slow down and everything. This girl.
I don't know him, but I had.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Hey, not a problem. Not a problem. We need to do this, and we need to do this more.
Yes, we do.
We do. And I have your phone numbers and yours, so we'll stay in contact on moving forward and doing some more things.
Absolutely.
How can someone contact you guys if they want to help with what you're doing? Like your Facebook page? You have a Facebook page?
I have a Facebook page.
Can you tell them what your Facebook
So on-
page
what's
is
your-
so
on
they can
Facebook, who are
contact
you?
and just let you know
Facebook,
that
who are you?
Giving you
My
love and
name.
support.
Garrett.
Garrett Galloway on Facebook, Garett Galloway, Galloway.
On Facebook, who are you?
Facebook.
And Sherry, you're on Facebook? She's not on Facebook. We're going to have to fix that. Are you on Facebook? And who are you on Facebook?
My Facebook page is Melanie House. Just Melanie, MELONIEHOUSE.
Okay. All right. Because reason why I say Facebook is a bigger vehicle.
It is.
You can reach over thousands of people in less than a minute, and you don't have to text them all. And and then if people send it to their friends and to their friends and their friends, you've reached I don't know how many people in a matter of a few minutes.
I think on Facebook you get surprised that you find out that other people have gone through things similar
Yes,
to
you do.
this.
You do.
And they get a chance to reach out. And you guys can get some support too, because I'm sure you need some support as well.
Okay.
If
So,
you check on Phyllis' page, we're friends on there now. So,
yes.
It's,
He might not be able to take my page. It's a bit militant there.
I can handle it. I'm all right.
That's what's up.
Okay. All right. I want to thank everyone for listening to KISS Community Connections 103.1 KISS FM. I want you to always remember, you cannot lead a positive life with a negative mind. We'll talk to you next Sunday. Bye now.